Okay, so let's start in either a child's pose or a downward facing dog, whichever you prefer. And this today is quite a short and sweet practice for lengthening the side seams of your body. So from your pelvis up to your ribs, and just a practice to create a bit of space in that area to allow for deeper breathing. So if you're in your child's pose, just take a moment to connect to your breath. Press down through your hands. If you're in your downward facing dog, maybe bend through the knees a little, working out any little areas of tightness, any kinks that you may have in your body. So it's a pretty nice practice full of expansive stretches that we'll do today. And as always, do what you can. Have a couple of blocks if you need, and there will be modifications. There'll be options with poses however deep you'd like to go. So drop down to your child's pose if you were in your downward facing dog. Take a moment just to be still and reconnect to your breath. And then when you're ready, coming up through to a downward facing dog, and take your hands now back towards your feet. Grab hold of your elbows for a breath. Just very gently allow the elbows to swing from side to side. Keep a nice little bend through the knees if you need. And then take your hands over to the left side. You may need a block if that's easier for you. So bring your hands onto your block or onto the floor, and then take your right hand a little further forward, and you should feel quite a big stretch coming down the whole right side seam of your body. And then bring the block or take your hands over to the right, and you're going to reach more forward with your left hand. So you're going to be on your left fingertips. You can keep the left knee bent if you need to. And then come back to center. Drop down to your knees now, and you can tuck your toes under. If that's too much for the tops of the feet, you can just kneel so you're sitting on your heels. Okay, so now taking the arms up and over your head, take hold of your left wrist with the thumb and the first finger of your right hand. Pull the left arm straight as you bend to the right, feeling that opening in the left side of your body. And then switch the grip, pull the right arm straight and bend to the left. And then switch, so taking hold of the left wrist, pull the left arm straight again and bend to the right. And then switch and bend to the left. You should feel all that yummy stretch coming down the right side of the body. And then release that, stand up on your knees, take the right leg forward for Anjayanasana. Bring your hands onto your hips. Take a moment to guide the left hip forward and very slightly pull the right hip crease slightly back. And you can either have the back toes tucked under, or you can have the top of the foot on the floor, however you wish. As you inhale, take the arms up and over your head, same grip. Take hold of the left wrist with your thumb and first finger. Pull the left arm straight as you bend to the right. And you should feel all that stretch and space coming through the left side of your body. And then bring the hands down and switch your legs. So taking the left leg forward, Anjayanasana. Bring your hands to your hips to start with. So guiding the right hip forward, bringing the left hip crease slightly back. And then inhale, take the arms up and over your head. This time taking hold of your right wrist with your thumb and your first finger, stretch the right arm up and then bend over to the left. And these side bends are like a doorway to a nice deep breath, so really inflate the whole right side of your body, getting that deep stretch between your ribs. And then release. So from here, coming into a downward facing dog, just take a couple of moments. And when you're ready, walking up to the front of your mat, so both feet together. As you inhale, take the hands up, half lift, and as you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, come all the way up, reach your arms up alongside your ears, and as you exhale, fold the palms. Inhale, take the arms out and up. As you exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen through the spine, half lift. Exhale, step into your plank. Shift forward, bend the knees, drop the knees if you need. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Look forward, press through the hands, lift the chest. As you exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths. When you're ready, bend the knees, step forward to the front of the mat, half lift, inhale, and forward fold, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, reach through the fingers. As you exhale, fold the palms, Tadasana. Inhale again, take the arms up and over, same grip, take hold of the left wrist. As you exhale, bend to the right. Press down through the left heel. Release the grip, come back to center, switch the grip, and as you exhale, bend to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step to plank. Shift forward. As you exhale, bend Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Peel the chest forward as you pull the shoulders back. And then exhale, hips up, hips back. Downward dog. Press through the hands. Take a moment, take a breath. When you're ready, bending the knees. Coming back up to the front of the mat. Both feet together. Inhale, half lift. As you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, lift, look up and lengthen. As you exhale, fold the palms. One more like that. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Take hold of the left wrist, stretch up, bend to the right. Press down through the left heel. Feel that opening, that stretch, that deep breath in the intercostal muscles between the ribs. Inhale back to center, switch the grip. Pull the right arm straight as you bend to the left. Push down through the right heel. As you inhale, come back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, step into your plank. Shifting forward, lowering down with strength, nice and slowly. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift the chest, press through the hands. As you exhale, hips up, hips back. Downward dog. Pull the navel in and press the tops of the legs back towards the back of your mat. Now, side plank on your knee. Drop the left knee down. Bring the left foot just behind your left knee. Take the right arm up, and the right leg will be straight. And as you bring the top arm over, reach to the front of your mat and feel that length and that stretch coming down the right-hand side of the body. Now, as you inhale, Parigasana, come on up. Take the right hand just resting on your right knee, your right shin perhaps. Take the left arm up and over. Not too much weight in your right hand, use your core. And then turn to the back of your mat, come into your Anjayanasana again, take the arms up and over your head, your low lunge. Bring your right hand just to the right hip, and as you exhale, reach the left arm up and over to the right. Bring both hands to the floor now, Vinyasa. So plank, lowering Chaturanga, Cobra, that's it, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Going to do the same now on the other side. So this time, take the right knee down to the floor. Bring the right foot just behind the right knee. Right hand just in front of the shoulder. Left arm comes up. Reach the top arm up and over the ear so you really get that full length and stretch. The top palm will be facing towards the floor. Now gate pose. As you inhale, come up. Take the left hand just to your left shin. Take the right arm up and over. Palm facing down, either looking down at your bottom hand or looking up. And then turning back to the front of your mat for Anjayanasana. Inhale, take the arms up and over. Left hand comes just to your left hip. Right arm reaches up as you bend to the left. Both hands come down to the floor, stepping back through your vinyasa or straight to your downward dog, whatever feels your preference. Lowering Chaturanga, inhale Cobra, maybe an upward dog. And then as you exhale, hips up and back to your downward facing dog. So let's repeat that and just add on a little bit extra. So drop the left knee down again, side plank. Take the top arm over. You can either stay here or you can lift up the left knee and extend the left foot out to the right. Keep reaching the top arm over. And then bring the left knee back down, coming up into your gate pose. So right hand comes down, left arm comes up. Have the option now of taking hold of the left wrist and pulling the left arm as straight as you can. And then turn to the back of the mat, Anjayanasana. Inhale, take both arms up. This time take hold of your left wrist and try to bend to the right by pulling the left arm straight. Come back to center, bring your hands to the floor, and then lift the back knee. As you inhale, take the arms up for your crescent lunge. So having a little bend through the back knee if you need to. If it's too much, keep the back knee dropping down. From here, straight into reverse your warrior. So back heel comes flat, top arm comes over the ear. Right arm comes over the ear. Trikonasana, bring your right hand towards your right shin or your right ankle, take the left arm up, and then bring the left arm over the ear, so you're getting all that lateral length down the side of the body. Reverse your Trikonasana, so bring the top arm over as you bring the left hand down, and then step back to your plank. Exhale, lower down, Vinyasa. Inhale, Cobra, Upward Dog. Exhale, hips up and back, Downward Facing Dog. Let's try the other side. So dropping the right knee down for your side plank. Taking the top arm up, taking the top arm over the ear. If you would like, you can lift the bottom knee and extend the left leg out to the right. That's it. So reach the top arm over as much as possible. Back to your side plank, back to your Parigasana. Take the top arm up and over. If you would like, you can take hold of the left wrist with your right hand. Bring both hands down, Anjayanasana. Inhale, take the arms up and over your head. Take hold of the right wrist with your left hand and pull the right arm straight as you bend to the left. Back to center now, bring your hands to the floor. Lift the back knee if you can off the floor and take the arms up and over for your crescent lunge. If you need to drop the back knee, you can do that. If you need to bend through the back knee, you can do that. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other to find balance. Now spin the back heel flat, reverse the warrior. Take the top arm, the left arm up and over the ear. Keep bending deeply through your left knee. Now straighten out your left leg for Trikonasana. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. This time reaching right arm up and over the ear, so to the front of your mat. Now take your left arm up and over. Bring your right hand to your back thigh. Vinyasa. Exhale, both hands down, step to plank, lower down, Chaturanga, Cobra, Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, hips up and back to your Downward Facing Dog. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. When you're ready, bend the knees, come up to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, fold, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up, reach through the fingers, and as you exhale, Tadasana. Utkatasana now. Bend the knees, take the arms up and forward, pinky fingers in towards each other. Push down through the right heel and lift the left knee into the chest. Come into a tree pose. So you can take hold of the left foot with your left hand and pull the left sole of the left foot into the right thigh. Bring your hands into the center of the chest or take the arms up and over your head. If you have the arms up and over your head, see if you can take hold of the right wrist with the left hand as you pull the right arm straight and bend to the left. Inhale back to center. Send the right leg back now to a crescent lunge or Anjayanasana. So either drop the back knee down or keep the back knee lifted, whatever you can manage. If you're in your crescent lunge, squeeze the inner thighs together. Now reverse the warrior. Spin the back heel flat, take the right arm over the ear. It's Trikonasana now. Right arm comes down, left arm reaches over to the front of your mat. Left hand comes back to back left thigh, right arm reaches up and over. Now see if you can take the left arm up to be parallel with the right. Take both arms now over to the front of your mat and release the right hand down to your right shin or your ankle. Take hold of your block if you need one from here. Bring the top arm, the right arm over the ear. Now see if you can lift the bottom arm up as well to be parallel. Don't worry if you can't. With your right hand, reach the outside of your left thigh. Pull the left thigh towards you as you reach through the right fingers. extended side angle, Parsvakonasana. Right hand comes to the block or to the outside edge of your right foot, bending through the right knee. Reach the left arm over the ear. Drop the left hip down just slightly. Bring both hands to the floor, stepping into your plank, lowering chaturanga, little strength. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. So let's do the other side. So bend the knees, come up to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, come all the way up again, reach through the fingers. As you exhale, fold the palms. Utkatasana, chair pose. So bend the knees, reach the fingers and the arms up. Push down now through the left foot, reach the right knee up to the chest for tree pose. Take hold of the foot if you need to, set it in there. Either have the hands in the center of the chest or maybe take the arms up and over and take your side bend. So this time you're taking hold of the left wrist with your right hand. Pull the left arm straight as you bend to the right. For your balance here, press down through the left big toe and really try to focus on something just in front of you. Have a nice soft drishti, a nice soft unfocused gaze. And now send the right leg back into your crescent lunge or your Anjayanasana. So back knee drops or back knee lifts. When you're ready, reverse the warrior. So spin the back heel flat, take the left arm up and over your ear, right hand comes to your back, right leg, right thigh. Keep bending through the left knee. Now when you're ready, Trikonasana, left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Now reverse your Trikonasana by taking the right hand down and the left arm up and over. See if you can reach the right arm to be parallel with your left. It's going to take a little core strength now and quite a bit of strength through your hip flexors as well. Now bring both arms over to the left. Reach the left hand down either to your ankle, to your shin. Take the top arm over the ear. Now see if you can take the left hand back up so it's parallel with the right, and then reach the left hand to the outside edge of your right thigh. Pull the skin of the right thigh towards you as you pull the top arm over the ear. Extended side angle, both hands to the floor. Now bend your left knee. Take the right hand to the outside edge of the block or to your thigh. Take the top arm over the ear. Drop the hips. Press firmly through your back pinky toe, your back baby toe. And then release. Vinyasa. Take both hands to plank, lower down. As you inhale, cobra pose, lift the chest. As you exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. So really press through your hands and feel that length through this whole side seam of your body. And we're going to work on some strength now as well as length through the side of the body. So inside plank, you're going to drop your right knee down and come over to the left side. So either stay on your knee, take the top arm up and take the top arm over, or you can swivel to the left so you're stacking your feet one on top of the other, whichever is good for you, Vashisthasana. Take the top arm over the ear and really pull through the top arm. That's it. And really feel that length, feel that space through the intercostal muscles between the ribs. Now, wild thing, if you're stacking your feet, take the top foot behind, lift the hips, and reach strongly through the right fingers as you tilt the head back. And then come back to your plank and swivel over to the right this time. So either dropping your left knee down, bringing the left foot behind the left knee, taking the top arm over the ear, so side plank on your knee, or you can stack the feet, whichever you're sort of feeling most comfortable with. So top arm reaches up and over, lift the hips, feel the whole strength coming through the underside of your body. Wild thing now, taking the top foot over, reaching back through the left fingertips. And then release, coming back into your plank, lowering down into your vinyasa, optional cobra or upward dog, and then exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. And so hopefully with all this side bending and stretching, it can really allow you to take a deeper breath. So when you're ready, coming to the front of the mat, bringing your hands up to your hips and just come to a standing position. Now open your legs out so you're facing to the left, and then take your toes outwards and bend the knees and take both hands onto your knees. Then drop the right elbow to your right thigh and take the left arm up and over. Really again feeling that space. And then switch, so taking the left elbow to your left knee, taking the right arm up, revolve the chest. One more time each side, so right elbow down, left arm reaches up. That's it. And then other elbow down, left elbow down, right arm reaches up and over. Now press your hands onto your knees and just take a moment to straighten your arms a little bit as you drop the hips. Bring your hands, slide them up to your hips, bring your toes in so they're parallel. Take a breath, use your block if you need, and then forward fold as you exhale. So bringing your hands down to the floor in front of you, you're going to crawl both hands over to your right ankle. Bending the left knee as much as you need to. Try to pull the right ankle towards you. Ground down through the feet now and lift the left elbow up towards the sky. And see if you can rotate the chest up towards the sky and bring your head down. So increasing the suppleness here of your intercostals, really try to take a deeper breath. Now see if you can release your right hand and crawl it over towards your left foot. Now you may not get very far, but if you can, see if you can reach for the outside edge of your left knee, maybe the left shin. And as you straighten out now your left arm, again try to revolve your chest up towards the sky to really enjoy that space and that length through the rib cage. Now release your left hand forward, so right in the middle of your feet. Bend the right elbow and again revolve the chest up towards the sky. And then release both hands back to the center. We're going to go the other way. So crawl both hands over to the left ankle. You can bend the right knee as much as you need. Pull the left ankle towards you. Now lift up the right elbow, tuck the head under, and try to revolve your chest open as you do that. See if you can release now your left hand and reach and crawl it over towards your right foot, maybe the outside of the shin or the knee. Don't worry if you can't, just stay in the first part of the pose. Maybe now you can take the right leg straight as you revolve and find the twist. You really increase that space for you to find a deeper breath. Now release the right hand forward, so right in between your feet. Again, try to rotate the chest and revolve the chest up towards the sky as you tuck the head underneath. And then release. Big stretch there for the sides of the body. Crawl the hands back now to the front of the mat and then step back to a downward dog or a child's pose, whatever feels nicer for you, available to you. Okay, so from here, coming back up to your knees. So standing up on your knees, and I'm just going to turn here to face towards you for full parigasana, so full gate pose. So extend your right leg out, bend the left knee, bring the left foot behind your knee. So your right toes are facing up towards the sky, and slide the right hand down either to a block or have the right hand on your right knee or right shin, or on the floor, whatever's available. Take the left arm up and over. So take the left hand and the palm of the hand facing down, and take the top arm over. Now bend the right elbow as much as possible and see if you can reach so that perhaps you may even catch your right foot. Don't worry if you don't, but the most important thing is to revolve your chest open and see if you can create that doorway for a deeper breath. Allow your lungs to expand fully. And then release, and we'll try the other way. So extend the left leg out, toes facing up towards the sky now. Take your left hand to your shin, maybe to your knee. Take the right arm up and reach it over towards the left foot. So either take your block or either don't use a block, whatever's good for you. As you reach the top arm over, bend the left elbow and see if you can catch the top of your left toes. Revolve your chest open, press down through the left heel. See if you can take a full couple of breaths. We need the rib cage to expand to accommodate the expansion of the lungs. Okay, so this next pose is Half Visvamitrasana. So bend the right knee and bring the left knee on the floor. Bring your right shoulder just underneath your right knee. And again, you can use the block if that's easier for you. You can take your right hand onto the block to the outside of the right foot. Now see if you can take hold of the outside edge of your right foot with your left hand. So you're going to hold the baby toe side. Now if you can't, you're just going to hold the inside of the foot. That's fine. Spin the right elbow in. So you don't want your right elbow to splay out too much. So hug it in towards the middle of your mat. Lean back slightly and see if you can lift the left elbow to extend the right leg out. So again, this is hamstring strength and length, but also it's a really full stretch for the whole outside edge of your left side of your body. So see how you get on. We'll do the other way because always one side is going to be harder than the other. So now bend the left knee, stay on the right knee, bring the left shoulder underneath your left knee, bring your hand to a block if you need. Now spin the left elbow in, so you're hugging it into the midline. Now take hold of the outside edge of your left foot with your right hand. Lift the right elbow up to start with to extend the left leg. Now revolve your chest open. See if you can keep the breath nice and smooth and nice and full. And then release. Okay, so you can either come into a downward facing dog, just to stretch it out. You're either going to repeat that half Visvamitrasana or you can attempt the full Visvamitrasana. It's really up to you. Always a good pose to prepare for this one is extended side angle. So if you prefer to stay in this extended side angle, I'll just talk you through it. So come into your extended side angle, so bend the right knee, take the left arm, the top arm up. Again, you can use the block as much as you need. There's always a more advanced pose on top of a foundational pose. So use this one here as your foundation. If you want to move forward, you can tuck the right shoulder underneath the right knee. You can pick up the right foot with the outside edge with your left hand. Push down through the back foot and see if you can extend the right leg out as you revolve your chest open. And then release. It's a tricky one. Crawl over to the other side. We'll try extended side angle first because everybody can attempt this and it's up to you whether you want to go further into the more complicated pose. So extended side angle to start with. Okay, so top arm comes over the ear. If you want to try the full Visvamitrasana, tuck the left shoulder underneath. That's it. Now lean back a little with your whole torso. See if you can take hold of the outside edge. Lift the right elbow upwards to start with. Bend the right elbow as you revolve the chest open. Extend the left leg if you can. Try to keep the breath nice and full and nice and deep. And then release. Always one side is much easier or harder than the other. Step back into your downward dog or your child's pose. Whatever you prefer. A couple of breaths, couple of moments. Okay, so when you're ready, come down to a seat. You can open out to whichever side is most appropriate. You're going to take both legs out so they're on the width of the mat. And then bring your left foot in first, so it's just resting in the inner part of your right thigh. This is quite a nice really nice sort of full expansive side bend Parivrtta Janusharasana. So take the right hand to your knee, to your ankle, maybe to the foot. Take the left arm up and take it over towards the right foot. Now the object is not to catch the right foot at all. just feel that your chest can rotate upwards towards the sky. That's probably the most important thing that you can get from this pose. So pressing the left hip crease down as much as you can. If you want to catch the foot with the top hand, you can. Similar to the pose before, but seated, so a little easier. Now come up, take the right hand to your left knee and take a little twist. Release the back hand off of the floor now, and as you pull on the left knee with your right hand, pull the left arm straight. And really feel that length and that stretch coming all the way down the side of your body. Now release the left hand just behind your left hip. Lift the hips up and reach back with your right hand. And then release. Okay, let's do the other side. So take the left leg out, bring the sole of the right foot into the inner part of your left leg. So the left hand now comes either to your knee, to your shin, to your ankle. Reach up with your right and reach over towards the left foot. Most importantly, try to revolve your chest open. Now, if your body starts to move forward and cave inwards, then don't reach so far over. If you can reach for the foot, then do so, but really maintain that space in your ribcage so that you can take a smooth, inhibited, deep breath. Now, as you inhale, come up. Bring your left hand to your right knee. Take a little twist. Now take the back hand off the floor. Reach up first, get some length. And then as you exhale, bring the right hand over towards the left foot. Try to pull a little bit on your right knee with your left hand. Now bring the right hand behind the hips. Lift the hips up and reach back through the left fingertips. And then drop the hips down and release. So from here, we're going to try a double pigeon pose with a side bend. So either just come into a regular seated position, or if you can try double pigeon, this is a big hip opener. So you're going to take, I'm showing you here the regular cross-legged position, or you can just bring your right ankle onto your left knee, and you're going to take your left ankle or your foot either right underneath your right knee if you can, or it may come down. So it's a bit like fire log pose as I'm showing you there. You want to get your knees stacked. Make sure you're flexing your right foot. Bring your right hand down out to the right side and reach up and over with your left. So deep side bend over to the left. Focusing here on the stretch of the hips, the lower back and the obliques and the whole sides of your body. And then switch, we'll go the other way. So either regular cross-legged position or to your double pigeon. So make sure that you're flexing your left foot. So have it on top of your right knee. Have the right foot right underneath your left knee if you can. Left hand comes to the left side. Right arm reaches up. Right arm reaches over to the left. Again, keep revolving and rotating the chest open. Stretch deep into the sides of your body. You can come a little further down onto the left elbow if you have that available. And then release. It's a big pose. Okay, so release that and we're going to come into a variation of Paschimottanasana. So both feet forward to the front of your mat, just pulling the flesh off of your sits bones if you need. So take your right hand to the outside edge of your left foot and take the left hand to the outside edge of your right foot. So you're crossing your wrists in essence. Now, if you can't reach your feet, then take hold of the outsides of the shins or the outside of the knees. Now, lift the chest, look forward, and as you exhale and you pull on your feet, that's when you try to forward fold. Pressing the backs of the knees down and really finding and pulling the length through the sides of the body. It's a big stretch for the lower back, for the deep quadratus lumborum down the back sides of the body. And then release. So now come all the way down to your back for a little welcome bridge pose. Side bends are always a good preparation for backward bends. So nice easy bridge. So feet parallel, push through the feet and lift the hips off the floor. You can interlace the fingers underneath your hips if that's easier. That's it. And then release when you're ready. Maybe take the knees into the chest and just squeeze the knees in. And then just rotate the knees gently from side to side. You can repeat the bridge pose if you like. It's entirely up to you in your own time. Or just drop your knees over to the left for a nice little easy spine twist as we wind down. And then dropping the knees over to the right as you find your spine twist. And that's it. Come into your Shavasana. So quite a nice practice, full of these quite deep side stretches and side bends. And sometimes if you find your habitual routine where you're carrying something on one side of the body, you're going to get pretty tight and pretty short in the sides of your body and in your waist. So hopefully this will feel quite nice. So just take a moment to be still as you complete your practice for today. As you focus on your breath, just to allow the breath to expand through the whole sides of your body. Feel your breath nice and deep and nice and smooth. And always remember that the deep breathing has quite a profound effect on your nervous system. So whenever we're doing these big stretches, especially side bends, you always want to try to maintain a deep breath while you're in the pose. And it's how calm and it's how smooth you can keep your breath along the way. Namaste.